Lynette Lynn Thompson Dandridge, born October 18th, 1961, to Reverend Allen and Margie Thompson. She was the apple of their eye. She was their favorite daughter and only sister to Lewis and Alan Thompson. Lynette was the sunshine of the neighborhood. Kids would come from near and far to play with her. She had the best toys on the block. As she had favor with God, she also had favor with man. She had the neighborhood under control. She was highly respected by the children, the gangsters, the hoodlums, the parents, and the senior citizens. She was everybody's little girl. They all loved her dearly. During her teen years, she was prissy, sassy, sophisticated, and much fun to be with. She was always interactive and socially involved in school activities. You might have thought that she just might be in charge of the campus. Lynette was always an officer and a lady. As she went off to college at Dillard University, she was elected as freshman class vice president, elected as sophomore class attendant to Miss Dillard, and then senior class vice president, which turned into her becoming the senior graduating class president. A little unknown fact about Lynette: she never lost an election, and she always got the lead role in any production auditions that she went after. Family has always been most important to Lynette. Her and her family have always been very close. On any given Sunday evening, regardless of schedules, if you would pass by Pastor Thompson's house, you would always hear a shouting match in session. That's right, they love to talk. Her mother would always say, "Why are you all so loud?" But they never heard her because they were just too loud. So the shouting would just continue. There was an abundance of joy, love, laughter, information, and education shared during those shouting matches. And who would usually win? Well, everybody. Lynette has shared a very special friendship with Sarah, who has been in her life since the first grade. Oprah and Gail, you have nothing on those two. Only the grace could separate them. They both know way too much about the other, and it would be dangerous for them to split. Lynette has always had this royal flavor in her blood. She has been in more pageants, royal courts, and debutante balls than you can imagine. She has worked in corporate America for American Airlines, New York Life Insurance Company, and the Coca-Cola Company, just to name a few. Then came Daryl. It was divinely ordered. How do they know? Because she did not want him, and he did not want her. They both agreed. However, with much prayer by his mother, and after several times being introduced, on October 5th, 1991, the two became one. Two powerhouses joined forces. They denied their own way of thinking and said yes to what God had already joined in the heavenlies.
Into this holy estate, these two persons come to present now to be joined, if any man can show it just cause, why do not be both be joined together? Let them now speak, else hereafter, whoever hold his peace.
Six years later, they were blessed blessed with a bundle of joy when their favorite oldest son, Christian Thompson Dandridge, was born, the spitting image of his dad. 6 years later, then came Lewis Allen Dandridge, who was named after his grandfather, Lewis Dandridge Jr., after his grandfather, Allen Thompson Sr., his uncle, Lewis Dandridge III, his uncle Lewis Thompson, after his uncle Allen Thompson, and his uncle Alvin Dandridge. He is a mixture of all the Thompsons and Dandridge men. Have mercy. Daryl and Lynette fulfilled one of their dreams to become business owners. Thompson Dandridge Solutions was born, and through it, one of Lynette's childhood dreams of having a girls' club manifested through Pure Hearts Girls Mentoring Program. Lynette is very well acquainted with Lost. Her dear sister-in-law, Wanda Thompson, was called home to glory, and 6 months later, her husband, Alan, Lynette's youngest brother, was called up to meet her. Then, a few years shortly after Lynette's dad joined Wanda and Alan Jr., 18 months later, her oldest brother, Lewis, made his earthly departure. And in April 2011, her mother, Margie, went to join them all and to be with the king. Lynette is now the only original immediate family member that remains. Being reared in the lower 9th Ward of New Orleans, in addition to the loss of her family, Hurricane Katrina took the neighborhood, her school, her church, and all visible signs of her childhood. However, after she has been through, she still has joy.
Just know he has his hands on you.
Ain't no stopping her now. Come what may, in 2011, Lynette is celebrating life. She just launched a clothing line, The Elect Lady, and she just released her first CD entitled Declare and Decree You Can Have What You Say, a daily declaration CD for women, featuring Dr. Lynette T. Dandridge and Company. Look out and stay tuned. Her best is still yet to come. Happy 50th birthday, Lynette, and happy 20th wedding anniversary, Daryl and Lynette.